Hi YouTube, this is Steve once again, and I am the Lazy Trader, which is the name of this channel. So if you like the content, please subscribe. All right, so this is episode 3 of an ongoing series. Let's call it a series where I'm trying to build the ultimate bot from scratch in front of your eyes. And so if you recall, and I would recommend that you, if this is the first time you're watching this channel, go back and watch the other 2 videos. I'm going to include it in a playlist, all right, which is called 2 minute strategy, and watch the whole thing, all right, because I think it's going to be very helpful. Okay, so all right, so as you can see on the screen, as when we left off, I left it running on last Friday. So the OTC market was about to open, so I thought let's try it all weekend. Right now it's Monday, so it ran Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So OTC, if you don't know, it's in IQOption. It's not really like the real market. It's basically, I think IQOption controls the price, and probably it just depends on who's trading on the weekend, really. But it's not the real market, so you can't, I guess you can't really apply the same strategies there. I know there are strategies that do work in OTC, but I don't know if this is one of them. Nonetheless, as you can see right here, it did 112 trades, and it was at a 45% win rate. So I lost $340. Okay, if you recall, I had a bit more than $1,000 in the demo account. Right now, I'm at 496. So it didn't do very well. But then again, I didn't really expect it to do. I didn't expect anything at all, really, because at this phase, I'm just trying to gather some data. Okay, that's the whole point of this. So anyway, I did analyze the loss, and just to see what was going on. All right, see if I could find a pattern. Maybe it was at a certain time that it was going to be profitable. Maybe it's certain currency pairs that are going to be more profitable. But looking at the data, I didn't find any patterns, but what I did, there were some hours that it was profitable. So for example, on the 31st, which is the Friday, okay, it was 37% profitable. All right, so it was very bad. And on the 1st, so on Saturday, it was 57.89% profitable. All right, so almost, I guess, breaking even there. But within Saturday, I divided it between hours. So from it was trading between at 8 o'clock at night and till 12 o'clock at night. Okay, so between 8 and 9, it was 62% profitable. Between 9 and 10 p.m., it was 78% profitable. Between 10 and 11 p.m., it was 23% profitable. And between 11 and 12, it was a whopping 88% profitable. So, you could say, okay, on OTC for this strategy, all right, so let's just set some hours, right? But I don't know if that's going to work, because this was just one weekend. I mean, you would need, I guess, 3 months of data to really say, okay, yeah, these are the hours that we're going to trade in OTC. So I don't think one weekend is going to do. All right, but I did find a flaw in the strategy in general. So as you can see today, let's look at this. This is like I'm on MT2 trading platform, so you can see what symbol was profitable. So right, this is on let's just do from the 31st to the 3rd, which is today. Refresh. So I'm minus $588. Luckily, it's not real money. Okay. But here we go. These are the pairs that were actually profitable. So AUD CAD, AUD JPY, CAD JPY, GBP CHF, and GBP JPY. All right. So you could say, all right, let's just eliminate all the others and stick with these. Right. You could do that. Okay. Maybe we will do that at some stage. But I found another flaw, which I think will filter out all the bad, all the bad elements, let's say. All right. So for that, we're going to have to go to the chart. Okay. Let me just take something out right now. So what I did was, because of previous experience and doing, creating other bots, I really like the RSI indicator, right? Especially the 4 period. Okay. So the RSI, I put it right down here. Okay. And so as if you take a look at the 2-minute strategy from the first video, okay, the RSI isn't part of the strategy. Okay, it's not. So it just depends on 3 moving averages, sorry, and the MACD across and across. Okay. And I found, this is where I found that maybe it needed a bit more support as to filter out a bit of the bad elements. Okay. Maybe the strategy is designed to work so you can do it manually, like when you're on your computer and you take a look and you see when it's crossing and you see when you're going to put or when you're going to call. Okay. But because we're trying to build a bot, that doesn't quite work. Right. So we have to filter out all the bad stuff. So here, as you can see, the Bollinger Bands, I keep on remembering to take them out because these are not part of the strategy. Okay. All right. So here we go. Like this is a bad element right here. There's an up arrow, so we should be calling here, but it went down. Okay. Here it worked. Here it worked. Here it worked. Okay. So anyway, you're gonna find a whole bunch that did work, a whole bunch that didn't work. All right. So specifically in the whole period, it was like 40% that did work. All right. Maybe a bit less. So what I did was I went back to the drawing board basically, and I copied the indicator, right? And I called it 2-minute strategy OPT, which is optimized. All right. And it's identical, but all I did was I added an RSI. All right. So only when the price is above RSI 70, okay, will it trade, or below 30, which is kind of default for RSI. What's not default is the period 4, okay, but you can play with that. I use period 4 because I've used it in other indicator and it works really well. All right. So and also what I did was I set apart a bit more the arrows, and I'll tell you why in a sec. Okay. So let's go back to the chart, and I'll implement it in this specific chart, which is Euro USD. Okay. And so right now we have indicator list, we have the 2-minute strategy test. Okay. And I'm gonna chuck in the OPT. All right, OPT. There we go. All right. So what's gonna happen now? We have, in some arrows, we have 2. All right, because as I said, I dragged it a little bit more out, which from 5 to 8 pips, so we could see where the filter was. Okay, so any arrow that has, or any area that has 2 arrows, right, which is where the new optimized version of the indicator is going to act. All right. And I left the old one so you can see where the errors were. So where there's 2 arrows, it should be okay. All right. So here we have a winner. We have, let me just see. Okay. All right. Nonetheless, all right, you could get winners without the RSA. All right, I'm not saying that you won't. Okay, I'm just saying that we're going to filter out the bad elements, and with that filter, some of the good ones might filter out, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you want to be profitable. You want to get rid of your losses and keep your gains. Okay, it's not about winning more, it's about losing less, in my head anyway. All right, so 2 arrows, we have a winner. These are fine, okay. Yep, that one's fine from the old one. It's not filtering out by RSA, but it's still a winner, okay? Doesn't matter, because the 2 arrows is a winner, right? 2 arrows, winner. 2 arrows, winner. And as you can see here, 1 arrow, all right, which is not optimized, all right, it's from the old indicator, is a loser. Okay, winner, 2 arrows, winner. Also here, 1 arrow is a loser. So do you get my point? 2 arrows is a winner. So if I hover my mouse over, you can watch down here, this area, okay? If I hover my mouse over, that's at 28. The RSI is at 28.22, which is below 30, okay? Okay, so this is the update. So on the weekend, we lost money. We lost a lot of money, okay? I might have to refill my demo account. Luckily, with IQOption, you can. I mean, I think you can once. And if you put money in again, like real money, you can request or top up with more demo money. So at some point, I'm going to top up with another $10,000 so I can keep on testing. That's the whole point. Okay. So here we go. That one's bad. That one's bad. And there's only 1 arrow. That one's bad. There's only 1 arrow. Okay. 2 arrows. That's good. So you get my point. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm just going to delete the old indicator. All right. So now we have these arrows, and these there will be less arrows, but it doesn't matter as long as they're winners. All right, or the majority, over 60% winners. That's the whole point. So I'm going to leave this video here. I just want to give you this update. So if you're following along, you're going to see that, you know, we did this from scratch, and hopefully we'll end up with a profitable bot. Okay. And you know, and we created it in real time. And when we're finished with this, I'll look for another strategy. If you have a strategy in mind, leave it in the comment, and I'll try and make a bot out of it in real time. Okay. All right, guys, have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.